And with that, no more
Jeremy
laps.
Sanders.
No more laps. No more laps.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, 5-car dance. Y'all know the routine. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Top two. Going to jockey their
Less
way
than
into
5.
that C-main event. Going at the sound of the tone. Let's keep it clean. Farnham leading us out. Pease in the 2. Behringer in the 3. Behringer looks to the inside. Farnham hooks up a pipe early on. That's going to move. Sanders into the lead early on. Behringer into the 2. Farnham into the 3. And, oh, my goodness. Behringer tries to go for the style points of the day. Does not quite pull off the triple Indy. So Sanders going to be leading us out. Farnham in the 2. Behringer turns in a little premature. That's going to end his day. Race number 2. 21.5 lock timing C-main event. You are up next. 21.5 lock timing C-main event. You are up next. Right now leading us out is Todd Farnham and Derek Pease. Top 2 looking to go into that C-main. That will be race number 3. So if you gentlemen do win, I will give you the opportunity to get your cars ready for the C-main event. So I will need about 6 to 7 volunteer corner marshals after this race. 6 to 7 volunteer marshals after this race. Farnham leading out. Pease in the 2. Sanders in the 3. You're watching race number 1. 17.5 lock timing D main event here on Heads Up Happiness Saturday. Watching the center, guys. Watching the center. Thank you, Brooks. And huge thanks to all my volunteer marshals out there. That's why I can give you guys that have lots of entries in your classes some extended main events. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Race number 1 on deck. You guys got less than 3 minutes. Farnham on top. Pease in the 2. Sanders in the 3. Race number 2. 21.5 lock timing C main event coming up at you next. 21.5 lock C coming up at you next. Farnham on top. Pease in that 2 spot. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. It is clear. Watch going through the center. Watch going through the center. Thank you, Mr. Pease. Appreciate that. Leader on deck down the front straightaway. The all fluorescent orange and yellow of Farnham. In that 2 is going to be the blue and white of Pease. Sanders going to round out my top 3. Watch it in center. It is clear. Again, race number 2. 21.5 lock timing C main event coming up at you next. I am going to need quite a few volunteer marshals to help me out. Again, without your help, I can't keep the race program going, so volunteer marshals are greatly appreciated. Farnham on top, Pease in the 2, Sanders in the 3 with a minute 40 to go. Marshal out front, please. Thank you, Mr. Pease. 17.5 lock timing D main event. Strongest class of the weekend. 17.5 lock timing 2-wheel drive. 29 deep. That's pretty stout. Pease put it upside down. Sanders getting it wrong. Farnham keeping his rubber side down, keeping it clean and legit. With a minute to go, drivers. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Off the Administrative Year leader. Coming through the rollers. Single. Oh, hooks up with Sanders. Zorn right there to marshal him out. Thank you, Dave. Farnham on top. Pease in the 2. Sanders going to be in my top 3. Somebody broke something. Oh, rough bit of luck for Sanders. He's got less than 20. That's going to seal the deal. So Farnham and Pease, you guys are bumping into that C-main event with less than 15 drivers, less than 15. Less than 10. Again, I'm going to need about 6 volunteer marshals to help me out with race number 2, and I'll need about 5 volunteer marshals after race number 2. Time has expired. Everyone will be done when you cross start finish line. Derek, you're done. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. Waiting on 1. And that is the race. I'll stop. Marshall, grab your blowers. Todd Farnham and Derek Pease, you are bumped into race number 3. That's the 17.5 lock timing C-main event. No.
Mike Hastings.
All right, race number 2 is going to be Mike Amrozowitz, Anthony Borstad, Derek Pease, and Mike Hastings. Again, I'm going to need about 6 volunteer corner marshals to help me out. Race number 2, 6 volunteer marshals to help me out. Race number 2, drivers from race number 1 that are available. I got Sanders there, Beeringer
Anthony
there.
Borstad.
I got Franson there. Thank you, Zach. All right, 4-car dance. Top 2 going to find their way into that B-main event. All right, drivers, you can roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in.
Michael
Mike
Amrozowitz,
Amrozowitz on
Pease.
the pole, Anthony Borstad on the 2, Derek Pease on the 3, Mike Hastings on the 4.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And with that, let's go and get our cars lined up as you come onto the front straightaway. Line up the cars.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Again, I'll need probably 5 volunteer marshals after this race. 5 volunteer marshals after this race. All right, kids, you all know the routine. Trying to find your way into that B-main.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Ready. Marshals ready. You guys are going to go at the sound of the tone. And we're locked and loaded. Mike A leading us out. Borstad in the 2. You got to wait, Derek. And go. Thank you, sir. Hastings getting it wrong in the center. He'll get it going on. Nicely done, Zach. Thank you very much. Out front early on is going to be Mike A on top. Borstad in the 2. Race number 3, 17.5 lock timing C-main event. You kids are going to be up next. 17.5 lock C-main. You will be up next. It is Mike A on top, rocking the black and yellow through the center section of the track. Coming in the back jump section, single double out, which is what 21.5 should be doing. In that 2 is going to be the purple, silver, and orange of Borstad. Hastings rolling with the all green, trying to set his sights on Borstad. Wants to continue the ranks up into that B-main event. Marshall in the center, please. So now you got a 3-car showdown. Coming down the front straightaway, Borstad gets it wrong. Noya right there to get him. Mike A back out on top. Hastings into the top 2 now. Borstad going to drop it to the 3. With a minute 15 in, 3:45 to go. Race number 3, 17.5 lock timing C-main event. That is Horton, Bayette, Clark, Tate, Himmelman, Bennett, Reynard, Rosen, Farnham, and Pease. You will be up next. Again, I will need about 6 volunteer corner marshals after this race. Mike A gets it wrong. Hastings to the outside. Hastings now going to pick up the top spot. He gets it wrong in the back section. So top 2 cars coming down that front straightaway. Keep it clean, kids. Work together. You guys are trying to find your way into that B-main event. So settle it in, settle it in. No reason to force the issues. Borstad in the 3, Pease in the 4, rolling with the JRX 2. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Sincerely hope you guys have been having a fun time. A little bit of a different race format for you guys today. The heads-up qualifying. No, it's not something we normally do. Taking it back old school. Hopefully you guys learned some racers etiquette on your starts. We always strive for, at least. Hastings leading out. Mike A in the 2. Morstad putting it upside down in the 3. Marshall in the center. It is clear with 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. Race number 3. 17.5 locked. C main event. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh, Mike A breaks the right rear. Oh, Morstad now going to find his way up into the top 2. Rough bit of luck. Got it wrong coming down the bottom of the hill. Oh. With 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. So now Pease praying to the RC gods that one of these guys had a misfortune. Sitting in the top 3. Hastings, Morstad, and Pease. 3:30 in, 1:30 to go. Race number 3. 17.5 lock timing, C main event. You are going to be up next. 17.5 lock C. You're going to be up next. With a minute left to go, drivers. 1 minute left to go. Hastings and Morstad, your top 2 front runners. P's going to be in the top 3 with under a minute, drivers. Under a minute. Again, thanking my volunteer marshals. I am going to be leaning on you quite heavily in the opening goings of our main events. So appreciate everyone's assistance on keeping the race program going. Without you, the wheels on the bus don't go around and around. They kind of come to a grinding halt. With 25 seconds left to go, Hastings and Morstad looking to punch their dance cards into race number 4. Through the back jump section, your second and first place cars with under 15. With that being, oh my goodness. And everyone will be done when you cross the start finish line. That is going to be time. Finish lap you are on. P's you are done. Waiting on Morstad and Hastings. You guys are going into race number 4. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 2 in the books. Race number 3. 17.5 lock timing. C main event. You are up next. I am going to need about 6 volunteer marshals to help me out with this next race. 6 volunteer marshals to help me out with race number 3.
Sean Horton. Garrett Tate.
All right, drivers from race number 2. I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race number 2. Need you guys back on the track as needed. And again, going to be looking for 1, 2, 3 volunteer marshals. Let's go and roll them out, check them in. It's going to be Sean Horton on the pole.
Todd Farnham.
Nick Bayette on the
Justin
2.
Clark.
Justin Clark
Keith
on
Himmelman.
the 3.
Dave Rosen.
Garrett Tate
Christian
on the
Reynard.
4. Keith Himmelman on the 5. Brandon Bennett on the 6. Christian Reynard on the 7. Dave Rosen on the 8.
Derek Pease.
Todd Farnham
Brandon
on the
Bennett.
9. Derek Pease on the 10.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And with that being said, last one by the start-finish line is going to be Farnham. No more
45
laps,
seconds to the
no
start
more
of the
laps.
race.
Line up the cars.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
Horton on the 1, Clark on the 3, Tate on the 4, Hillman on the 5, Bennett on the 6, Reynard on the 7, Rosen on the 8, Farnham on the 9, Pease on the 10.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. You guys know the routine. Let's keep it clean at the sound of the tone. Nice, nice, nice. Settle it in. Settle it in. Marshall out front, Brooks. Nice. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. It's going to be Tate, Horton, Himmelman, Clark. You're good, Brandon, and go. Thank you for the wait. Race number 3 on track. Race number 4, 21.5 lock timing. B-main event. You are on deck next. It is, Tate puts it upside down. Horton into the top spot. Thank you, Mr. Verreau. Himmelman now going to find his way into the 2. Tate in the 3. Clark in the 4. Bennett in the 5. Reynard, Rosen. Right now, your leader on deck is going to be the all blue and white of Sean Horton. Through the back jump section he goes. In that 2 spot, going to be Garrett Tate. He comes up short. Still maintains the top 2, but Himmelman looks to the inside. Let's keep it clean, kids. Marshall coming on front straightaway. Marshall coming on front straightaway. Thank you, Mr. Franson. Watch it in the center. Watch it in the center. Thank you, Jace. Appreciate that. Back out our front, Horton trying to do a mighty hi-ho see ya off the end of the straightaway. In that 2 spot, going to be the blue and yellow of Tate. Hunted down by the white and blue of Himmelman. All orange of Clark. And then it's going to be Reynard, Bennett, Rosen, and Farnham. Leader right now down that front straightaway. Checked up and gone. Let's keep it clean in the center. Nicely done, guys. Watching the back jump section. It is clear. Reynard and Clark get into it. Watch back jump section. It is clear. Clark now going to find his way up into the top 4. Thank you, Dave. Marshall in the center. Marshall in the center. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Brooks. Back out in front is going to be Sean Horton. Pick him up right now. Through the center section of the track, coming in the slant side triple, coming up on Bennett, Farnham, and Reynard, and Rosen. Watch the bottom of the hill. Watch the bottom of the hill. That'll be leader working there, Todd. Please hold your line. Nicely done. Brandon, you got leader coming up on you. You know what to do. Good job. Game on, game on. You're in your own battle. Nicely done. 2:30 in, 2:40 to go. Horton leading out. Tate in the 2. Pick up second and third. There's Tate in the 2. That'll be leader working there. Mr. Reynard, please hold your line. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Derek. It is clear. In the 2 is Garrett Tate. Himmelman in the 3. Clark in the 4. So second, third, and fourth all working off the end of the straightaway. Horton gets it in no man's land. Watching the back triple. Watch the back triple. Watch back triple. Franson getting everything going. And Brandon, rough bit of luck, loses the left rear. It is Sean Horton leading out. In that 2 is going to be Garrett Tate. No, Tate in the 2. Hillman in the 3. Clark in the 4. Reynard, Farnham, Rosen, and Pease. 3:15 in, 1:45 to go. Race number 4. 21.5 lock timing, B main event. You guys are going to be up next. 21.5 lock B. You'll be up next. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Thank you, Mr. Franson. Battle still going on for third and fourth between Himmelman and Clark. Coming to the back jump section they go. Garrett Tate leading out Derek. That'll be second working with you. Please hold your line. Leader right now in the clean air. Through the back jump section. Single, double up the hill. Going down the hill. Trying to find his way into that B-main event. Down the front straightaway he goes. Garrett Tate in that 2 spot. Down the front straightaway he goes. 3 and 4 is going to be Clark and Himmelman. Clark goes big. Himmelman goes small. Himmelman retains that top 3 spot. Dave, that'll be second in front of you. Please hold your line. With under 45 to go. Drivers under 45 to go. Watch it out front. Clark hooks up a pipe. Canfield right there to get him. Sean Horton on top. Through the back jump section he goes up the hill. Got a click in the spokes. Trying to nurse it around. Find his way into that B-main event. Watching the back jump section. Watch back jump section. Less than 25 drivers. Ooh, that's sounding ever so not healthy. With less than 15 drivers, less than 15. Tate's still going to be in the 2. Thank you, Mike. Less than 10 drivers, less than 10. That'll be second right there in front of you there, Mr. Reynard. Please hold your line. With less than 2, everyone's going to be done when you cross start-finish line. Watch the back jump section. And that is time. Himmelman in the 3, you are done. Clark, you are done. Pease, you're done. Rosen, you're done. Horton taking the win, you are done. Farnham and Reynard going at it down front straightaway. Farnham to the inside. That is a race. I'll stop. Horton and Tate, you guys are bumped into that B main event. That will be race number 5. Drivers from race number 3, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track. Corner marshal, please.
Mike Hastings.
Race number 4, 21.5 lock timing, B-man event. Coming up at you next, 21.5 lock B coming up at you next. Marshals to your spots. Thank you. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. All right, let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in. Qualifying on the pole will be Mike Caller. In the 2 will be Ben Hornbrock. In the 3, Luke Hastings. In the 4, Rich Brown. In the 5, Sean Horton. In the 6, Phil Rowan. In the 7, Mike DeCock. In the 8, Russ Behringer. In the 9, Mike Hastings.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And on the 10 will be Anthony Borstad. Hornbrock, last one by start-finish line. And with that, no more laps.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
No more laps.
$30 seconds to the start of the race.
Caller on the 1, Hornbrock on the 2, Hastings on the 3. Okay.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right. We good? All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going. Sound of the tone. Restart. That doesn't mean go around. That means line the cars back up. All right. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Let's try this one more time at the sound of the tone. And we're off and running with your 21.5 lock timing B-man event. Your pole sitter, Cal, are going to be leading us out. Hastings in the 2. Looks like Hornbrock in the 3. Horton, Hastings, Brown. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Center section is clear. Mike Caller leading out. Got a pretty sizable lead. Hastings in that 2 spot. Hornbrock in the 3 with Horton in the 4. So second, third, and fourth, all jockeying, trying to find their way in that A-main. Hastings gets it wrong in the back jump section. That moves Hornbrock into the 2, Horton into the 3. Hastings going to drop it to the 4. And you got Rowan, Brown, Behringer, and DeCock. With Borstad rounding out my top 10. Back up front, it is going to be Mike Caller. Down the front straightaway he goes. Ben Hornbrock in the 2. Sean Horton now into the 3. Luke Hastings in the 4. Mike Hastings from the back of the row all the way up into your top 5. Good solid run for him. Anthony, you will have leader working up on you next. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Nicely done. It is clear. So back out up front, still going to be Mike Caller on top. Oh, Vornbrock goes off the beaten path. That drops him to the top 3 now. Horton into the 2, Vornbrock into the 3. And here comes Hastings and Hastings to the center section of the track. Thank you, Derek. Race number 5, 17.5 lock timing B-main event. You will be up next. 17.5 lock B, you will be up next. Watch it in center. Thank you, Mike. It is clear. Mike Caller leading out. Coming into the back jump section right now. In that 2 spot, going to be the blue and white of Horton coming into the back jump section. And then it's 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That is Vornbrock, Luke Hastings, and Mike Hastings, 3rd, 4th, 5th, down that front straightaway. Rowan in the 6, Behringer in the 7, Brown in the 8, DeCock and Borstad going to round out my top 10. Leader right now down that front straightaway is going to be Mike Caller. Horton down the front straightaway, Hastings down the front straightaway, Hastings down the front straightaway. Everybody's starting to stretch out a little bit. Marshall in the center, please. And you're good, Mike. Thank you very much. Good job. 2:30 in, halfway home on your 2-wheel drive 21.5 lock timing B-main event. Watch in the straightaway. It is clear. Caller on top. Sean Horton in the 2. Horton right now working through the center section. He'll be coming up on DeCock next. Marshall behind you there, Derek. Thank you very much. Good job, Mike. And resume. Mike Hastings in the 4. Now it's going to be Vornbrock and Hastings going at it for 4 and 5. Down the front straightaway they go. Leader off the end of the straightaway. That is Mike Caller. In that 2 spot, watch it off the end of the straightaway. Somebody coming in hot. That was Vornbrock. It's Behringer, excuse me. Too many green cars. With 1:30 to go, watch back jump section, watch back jump section. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate that. Good job. So with 3.5 in, 1:30 to go, Mike Caller on top. Horton in the 2, Hastings in the 3, Vornbrock in the 4, Rowan, Hastings, Behringer, Brown, DeCock, Borstad. That's going to be your running order with about a minute to go. Horton working his way through the center section, coming up on Brown. That'll be second working there, Rich. You know what to do. Grazie, prego. Horton puts it upside down. Here comes Luke now. Luke into 3, so 2nd and 3rd down the front straightaway. Let's keep it clean out front, guys. Keep it clean. That is your leader working with you guys. Please hold your line, Mike. And Rich, leader in between you. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Thank you, Mike. That'll be 3rd working with there, Rich. Watch in the back jump section. Watch in the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. With under 30 to go. Battle now for 3rd and 4th. That is Luke Hastings and Vornbrock going at it. And newsflash, we are taking 3 from the B main into the A main. So right now, Luke Hastings in that final transfer spot with 15 seconds to go. Down the front straightaway, it is Caller on top. Horton in the 2. Marshall off the end straightaway. Todd behind you. Watch it in the center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Time has expired. Everyone's going to be done when you cross start finish line. Keep them rolling, guys. Horton, you're done. Hastings, you're done. Behringer, you're done. Brown, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Borstad, Rowan, Caller, and Horton. That is our race. All stop. Taking the win, Mike Caller, Sean Horton, and Luke Hastings. You are bumped into the A main event. Drivers from race number 4, I need you guys to turn it off and immediately come back out. Find a marshalling spot, please. Todd, it comes all the way around to the bucket. Number 3 gets the long walk. All right, drivers from race number 4, I need you guys all back out on the track, please. Drivers from race 4, I need you guys back out on the track, please.
Mike Hastings.
Marshals to your spots, please. And with that being said, let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in.
James
to your
Maxwell.
spots.
Craig Nelson. Garrett Tate. Scott Banta. Nick Valiency. Tony Nesbitt.
Ben,
Mike
where are you
Pollard.
going?
Brian Russell.
It's going to be Mike Hastings on the pole, Brian Russell on the 2, James Maxwell on the 3, Mike Caller on the 4, Craig Nelson on the 5, Nick Valencia on the 6.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Scott Banta on the 7, Tony Nesbitt on the 8, Sean Horton on the 9, Garrett Tate on the 10. With that being said, Russell last one by, no more laps. I need a volunteer marshal
45
on code
seconds to the
number
start of the race.
9. Volunteer marshal on code number 9. Thank you, Em.
.30 seconds to the start of the race. .15 seconds
Mike,
to the start of the race.
car, please.
Less than 5.
All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. Top 2, looking for the A main at the sound of the tone. Marshall on front straightaway. Marshall on front straightaway. Thank you, Mr. Hastings. Thank you, Anthony. Out front, it is going to be Maxwell leading out. Caller in the 2. Horton in the 3. And you're good, Mr. Tate. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. James Maxwell leading out. Mike Caller in that 2 spot. Scott Banta in the 3. Nelson in the 4. Russell in the 5. Watch bottom of the hill. Watch bottom of the hill. Watch in center section. Thank you, Ben. Caller getting it wrong. Banta looking to the outside. They both get on one another. And there goes Nelson up into the top 2 with Russell in tow. Watch in center. 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 It is James Maxwell leading out, trying to keep his nose clean. Craig Nelson in the 2. Russell in the 3. Russell gets it wrong. Banta gets it wrong. And here comes Caller. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, working their way through the back jump section. Cal around the outside, Banta and Russell get into it. Watch in center, watch in center, watch in center. Maxwell getting into it with Valencia. That'll be leader working there, Nick. Please hold your line. Watch bottom of the hill. Bottom of the hill is clear. Race number 6. Lock timing, 4-wheel drive, B main. You will be up next. Lock timing, B main. You will be up next. James Maxwell leading out. In that 2 spot is going to be Craig Nelson. Caller in the 3. Looks like Russell in the 4. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Back jump section clear. That was Maxwell putting it upside down. Nelson now going to find his way up on top. And here comes Caller. Watch front straightaway. Nobody giving an inch. Lordy, lordy. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Mr. Behringer. And you're good, Tony. Good job. Thank you, sir. Craig Nelson on top. Maxwell into the 2. Caller in the 3. Looks like Banta in the 4. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It is clear. Thank you, Em. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it off the straightaway. That was Nelson putting it upside down. Maxwell now going to find his way back up on top. Nelson into the 2. Caller into the 3. Banta in the 4. Russell in the 5. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Nick, you got leader in front of you. Second behind you. Nicely done. Game on. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Maxwell leading out. Down that front straightaway he goes. Nelson in the 2, Caller in the 3. Now Banta moving up into the 3, Russell into the 4. Watch top of the hill. It is clear. It's Craig Nelson leading out. No, it's not. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Maxwell leading out. Nelson in the 2. Caller in the 3. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. It is clear. Maxwell right now. Through the back jump section he goes. Single double out. Nelson. Single double out. Caller down the front straightaway with 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Race number 6, 17.5 lock timing B main. You will be up next. Watch in center, guys. Watch in center. Watch in center. Watch in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Watch in center. Watch it in center. Watch in the back jump section. Nelson falling apart like a Jenga game after a beer goggles night with under 30 to go. It is Maxwell on top. Watch it in the center. Watch out behind you, Phil. Watch out behind you. And good job. Maxwell Banta. Nelson now. Watch it in the center. Ben getting a workout. One behind you, Ben. One behind you, Ben. Less than 15. Less than 15. Good footwork there, M. That'll be less than 10, drivers. Less than 10. Less than 10. Less than 5, guys. Less than 5. 2 and 1, and that is going to be time. You'll be done when you cross our finish line. Banta in the 2. You are bumping into that A main. Nelson, you are done. Everyone else is going to be done when you cross our finish line. Caller, you are done. Marshall by the start finish line. And that is a race. All stop. Marshall grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Taking the win. James Maxwell. Scott Banta, you guys are bumping into that A main event. Drivers from race number 5, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track. The corner marshal, please. Anthony, you go down to the next cone. Drivers from race number 5, I need you guys to turn them off, put them down. Coming back out, find a marshalling spot for me, please. Race number 6, lock timing. B main event. Final. B main. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Drivers from race number 5, I need you guys on the track. Roll them out. Check them in, guys. Roll them out. Check them in.
Luke Hastings. Zane Broad. Craig Nelson. Nick Valiency. Phil Borden.
Marshals to your spots, please. It's going to be Valencia on the pole, Bennett on the 2, Hastings on the 3, Luke Hastings on the 4, Zane Vero on the 5, Phil Bordon on the 6, Craig Nelson on the 7, and Brady Dorman is a scratch. I am going to be looking for one volunteer marshal, no more laps. Line up the cars, one volunteer marshal in the center.
1 minute to the start of the race.
One volunteer marshal in the center. Thank you, Caden. Up next will be our first A main event. That's going to be my novice.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
We get our cars lined up. Again, Valencia on the 1, Bennett on the 2, Mike Hastings on the 3, Luke on the 4, Zane on the 5, Phil on the 6, Craig on the 7. Top
30 seconds to the start of the race.
For that A main event at the sound of the tone. Let's do a restart on that, gentlemen. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys know why. You guys are funny down there. At the sound of the tone. Wow. Marshall out the end of straightaway. Marshall out the end of straightaway. Anytime anybody wants to come on up here and take the microphone, you're more than welcome to. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Watching center, guys. Leading out is going to be Brandon Bennett. Valencia getting it sideways. Phil Bourdon going to find his way into the 2. Valencia into the 3. Vro in the 5. Hastings. And Nelson. Watching the back jump section. Watch back jump section. Thank you, Garrett. It is clear. With a minute in, 4 to go. It's still going to be Brandon Bennett leading out. Down that front straightaway he goes. In the 2 will be Phil Bourdon. Nick Valencia in the 3. Watch the back jump section. Inside on the back jump section. Thank you, Garrett. Now Zane going to find his way into the top 3 with Hastings in the 4, Valencia in the 5. That'll be leader coming up on you next. Luke, please hold your line. Thank you very much. Leading out front is going to be the red and black of Brandon Bennett. Down that front straightaway. In that 2 spot is going to be the blue and white and black of Phil Bourdon. Nelson now finding his way into the top 3 with Valencia in the 4. Hastings in the 5. Bennett leading out through the back jump section. He goes down the front straightaway. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Top 2 finding their way into that main event right now. Brandon Bennett keeping his nose clean through the back jump section. He goes up the hill, going down the hill. Phil Bourdon in that 2 spot. Valencia in the 3. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. Nelson in the 3. Valencia in the 4. Valencia looking to the inside on Nelson. Bennett on top. Down the front straightaway he goes. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Thank you, Shane. Sean. Appreciate that. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. Race number 7. Novice A main event coming up at you next. Race number 7, Novice A main coming up at you next. Watching center, that's the leader, working leader Mike. Please hold your line. Bennett on top. Bourdon in the 2. He's got Nelson knocking on his back door now. Bourdon and Nelson through the center section. Luke, you got second and third coming up on you next. Please hold your line. Bourdon gets it wrong going up the hill. Still maintains second. Does the 50-50 rail grind off the end of the straightaway. Nelson looking high, looking low. Coming off the end of the straightaway, gets into the side. And they both go wiggly quiggly. And here comes Valencia now. Valencia into the 2. Nelson going to drop it to the 3. And then Valencia gets it wrong. Nelson into the 2. Valencia into the 3. Bourdon in the 4. Bennett in another zip code with 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Race number 7. Novice A main event. You will be up next. Novice A main event. You will be up next. With 45 seconds to go, drivers, 45 seconds left to go. Race number 7. Novice A main event. You will be up next. Race number 8. Vintage 17.5 RC10. You will be up next. After that, with 35 seconds to go, Nelson in the 2, Bourdon in the 3, Valencia in the 4. Bennett keeping the rubber side down, keeping all the wheels on the car. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Thank you, Sean. With under 15 to go, drivers, under 15 to go. Less than 10, drivers, less than 10, less than 10, less than 5 now. Valencia may get by for one more. He will not. Valencia got you at the line. Bourdon got you at the line. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Waiting on Bennett. You are done. Waiting on Nelson, Hastings, and Verow and Hastings. Watching the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Watch back jump section. Craig Nelson. Craig Nelson. Craig Nelson. Hello, Craig. Craig Nelson, are you staying for the main? No. Phil Bordon, are you staying for the main? No. Nick Valenci, are you staying for the main? No. Zane Verow, are you staying for the main? Okay. Brandon Bennett and Zane Verow, you are in the A main event. Drivers from race number 6, turn them off, put them down. I need you guys back on the track. Race number 7. Thank you. You guys are coming up next. Marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in. Novice A main event coming up at you next. I'm going to be needing all my marshals from race number 6. I need Bennett, Nelson, Valenci, Bordon, Verow, Hastings. Got you guys all out there. Awesome sauce. I need one volunteer marshal off the end of the straightaway. One volunteer marshal off the end of the straightaway. One volunteer marshal off the end of the straightaway.
Shut again.
And with that being said, no more laps. Go and get our cars lined up. It is Steve Meyer on the pole, Nate Carey on the 2, Shoot Canetta on the 3, DJ White on the 4, Ian Pease on the 5, Ruben Pease on the 6, Allie Dodge on the 7. Allie, you're on number 7. Shuta on the 3. 7. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. All right, Novice A main event drivers. You kids have some fun. First A main of the day coming at you, sound of the tone.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Marshall on front straightaway, please. Watch out behind you, Nick. Watch out for oncoming traffic. One there for you, Mike. Meyer getting it upside down. Shoot. Is going to find his way up on top. Meyer going to drop it to the 3. Carey going to be in the top 2. Race number 8. Vintage RC10. You guys are going to be up next. Shuta and Carey going at it. Now Meyer going to find his way into the 2. Canetta into the 3. White in the 4. Thank you, Craig. Appreciate that. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Hopefully y'all are having a fun time here on Heads Up Happiness Saturday Racing. Watch it in the center. Watch it in the center. Thank you, Mike. Out front with a minute 15 in, 3:45 to go. It is Carey leading out. No, Meyer leading out, excuse me. Carey in the 2. Canetta in the 3. White in the 4, Pease in the 5. Watching center, watching center. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Nick. Minute 30 in, 3:30 to go. Race number 8. Vintage RC10 coming up at you next. 1:45 in. Allie, you got to make sure you're doing the whole track, dear. Off and running with a race number 7. Novice A main event. It's still going to be Steve Meyer leading out. Carey in that 2 spot. Now Carey taking over top spot. Meyer dropping into the 2. White Going to find his way into the top 3. Back out up front, still going to be Nate Carey. Meyer in the 2, White in the 3. You're watching race number 7, Novice A main event. Beginners of radio control car racers. Everybody out there having some fun, making some laps. Carey leading out with the yellow and green 4-wheel drive. Through the back jump section he goes. Steve Meyer in the 2, rocking the all blue. DJ White in the 3. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center, watch it in center, watch it in center. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. Race number 7 on deck. Race number 8, RC10 Vintage coming at you next. Shoot to Canetta going to be in the top 4. EMP's in the 5. Ruben in the 6. Allie going to round out my top 7. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center, watch it in center. Watch it in center. Thank you, Mr. Hastings. Appreciate that. Carey on top. That is the leader over there, DJ. Thank you very much. Good job. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Watch coming down the hill. Watch the bottom of the hill. It is clear. Race number 8. Coming up at you next. Race 8. That is my RC10 Vintage A main event. Coming up at you next. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Nick. Carey leading out. Meyer in the 2. White going to be in the top 3. Canetta in the 4. Good job, DJ. Thank you very much. Under 20 to go, under 20 to go. We'll need at least 1 volunteer corner marshal after this race. 1 volunteer corner marshal after this race. Meyer in that 2 spot off the end of the straightaway. Leader in the center section coming in the slant triple right about meow. With less than 5, less than 5. And with that, everybody is going to be done when you cross the start finish line. That is time. Carey going to take the win in your Novice A main event. Meyer in the 2, waiting on several, waiting on several. White and Canetta going at it off the end of the straightaway. Canetta going to pick up 3rd. White, rough last lap, going to drop it to the 4. Waiting on 3, waiting on 3. Do not go backwards. And that is the race. I'll stop. Marshall going to grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 8. RC10 coming at you next. Drivers from race number 7, turn them off, put them down. Need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 7, turn them off, put them down. Need you guys back on the track, please.
Anthony Borstad.
All right, this is
Brandon
race
Boise.
number 8.
Garrett Tate.
Novice drivers, need you guys back on the track. Roll them out. Check them in. Thank you, Brooks. We are good on marshals.
Mike DeCock.
It's going to be Sean Sanchez on the pole. Foisey on the 2. DeCock on the 3. Tate on the 4. Borstad on the 5. I will need lots of volunteer marshals after this race. Lots of volunteer marshals after this race. With that being said, no more laps. We get our cars lined up. No more laps. Get our cars lined up.
1 minute to the start of the race.
And again, marshals, remember, do not grab them by the wings when you are marshaling the cars, as they will come out in your hands. Sanchez, Foisey, DeCock, Tate.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Borstad. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Coming at you at the sound of the tone. Race number 8 on track. RC10 Vintage. Ouch. Race number 9, 21.5 lock timing. First of our long main events. coming at you. Sanchez leading out. Foisey in the 2. Watch up the top of the hill. Thank you, Brooks. Tate in the 3. DeCock in the 4. Borstad in the 5. Leader stretching it out a little bit. That is Sean Sanchez. Tate gets it wrong on the front side. That's going to move DeCock into the lead spot. He gets into the wall. Borstad now going to find his way into the 3. Sanchez leading out. Foisey in that 2 spot. Watch it in center. Borstad. Oh, Borstad. Watching the back jump section. Foisey getting it wrong. Borstad gets it wrong. DeCock and Tate all going at it. So second, third, fourth. Watch on the front straightaway. Watch on the front straightaway. Thank you, Shuta. Tate losing a wing. Foisey rocking the variable downfoil. Borstad in the 3. Watch coming on front straightaway. Watch coming on front straightaway. Foisey gets it wrong. Borstad looks to the inside, and Borstad now takes over the top 2. He gets it wrong off the end of straightaway. Foisey gets it wrong, and just like that, Mike DeCock back up into the top 2. Sanchez threading the needle through third and fourth. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Mr. Pease. So there's DeCock coming down the front straightaway. Sanchez down the front straightaway. Sanchez leading out. DeCock in the 2. Foisey in the 3. Borstad in the 4. Thank you, Dylan. I am going to need lots of volunteer marshals after this race. Lots of volunteer marshals after this race. Again, thank you to my volunteer marshals. Up next will be your 21.5 lock timing A main event. Thank you, DJ. With 2:30 in, 2:30 to go. Sanchez leading out. Down the front back jump section he goes. .18.0 fast lap out of Sanchez. DeCock in the 2. 20.6 fast lap out of DeCock. Foisey with a 20.0. So Foisey down the front straightaway. Borstad. Looks like Tate's going to take an E. Watch it off the end straightaway. Watch it off the end straightaway. It's clear. Race number 8. Rolling around the track. Race number 9. 21.5 lock timing. A main event. Coming at you next. Race number 10. Short course. You guys need to be thinking about it. 3:15 in. 1:45 to go. With 1:30 left to go, it is Sanchez leading out. Slinging it like he stole it. Through the slant, triple in the center. DeCock in the 2. Foisey, Borstad going to be my top 4. Sanchez down the front straightaway. There's Foisey down the front straightaway. DeCock working in the center section, rolling with the orange and blue. Slant side triple. With 1 minute to go, drivers, 1 minute to go. Sanchez on top. Starting to wind this one down with 45 seconds left to go. 45 seconds left to go. I will need these 4 drivers and about 4 volunteer marshals. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Thank you, Mr. Carey. Appreciate that. Under 30 drivers, under 30. Watch it off the end straightaway. Thank you, Caden. Less than 15 drivers, less than 15. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Less than 10. Less than 10. Boise should get by for one more, and everyone will be done when you cross our finish line. That is time. Sanchez is going to be taking the win. DeCock in the 2. Foisey in the 3. Borstad in the 4. Waiting on 3. Waiting on 2. Waiting on 1. And that is the race. All stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. And race number 8 in the books. Race number 9. 21.5 lock timing, A main event coming up at you next. I will need 4 volunteer marshals. Help me out with race number 9.
Jace Hastings. Mike Caller.
Drivers from race number 8, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 8, I need you guys back on the track, please.
Paul Fontaine.
All right, let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. I am looking for
Chris Rowan.
one
Ryan Russell.
volunteer marshal
Dave
in
Rosen.
the center. One
Bill
volunteer
Gordon.
marshal in the center, please. One volunteer marshal in the center. Qualifying on the pole will be Jace Hastings. In the 2 will be Chris Vroe. In the 3, Dave Rosen. In the 4,
Sean
Phil
Gordon.
Bordon. In the 5, James C. In the 6, Brian
1 minute
Russell.
to the start
In
of the
the
race.
7, Paul
Luke Hastings.
Fontaine.
James C.
In the 8, Mike Caller. In the 9, Sean Horton. And on the 10 will be Luke Hastings. Thank you, Chase, for hopping out there. No more laps. Line up the cars.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Race number 9, 21.5, lock timing.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Main event. 10-car dance. Sincerely hope you guys had a fun time today with Heads Up Happiness. We're going to get a head nod
15
out
seconds
of
to the start of the
everybody.
race.
You all realize this is an 8-minute main event. That means there will be no restart.
Less than 5.
Okay. So I expect you guys to keep it clean at the start. I want a good, clean start. Mr. Borstad, coming at you. Anthony, coming at you, buddy. At the sound of the tone. Nice. Fantastic. Let's get it up. Let's get it on. 21.5 lock timing, A main event. Hooked up and honking. Heads Up Happiness. Bro getting it sideways in the center. Nice long 8-minute main. Hastings leading us out. Rosen in the 2. C and Caller down the front straightaway. Hastings in the 4. Remember, drivers, make your passes clean. If you guys take somebody out, I will call you guys for stop and go as I see fit. So it is Jace Hastings on top. Rosen in that 2. Caller in the 3. Luke in the 4. C in the 5. Horton. Bordon. Vroe. Fontaine. Nice 10-car dance working through the center section. That's what I like to see. Your leader going to be Jace Hastings. Hooked up and gone. He is already trying to stretch out with a minute in, 7 to go. Rosen got a rear mirror full of Caller and Hastings. Second, third, fourth off the end of the straightaway, and then it's going to be C, Horton, Vroe. Watching center. Whoa, my goodness, DJ White. Hot-footed. Back out up front, it's going to be Jace Hastings. Rosen in the 2. Caller now looking to the inside on Rosen. That is second and third, working through the center section. And then you got Bordon in the 4. Looks like Hastings in the 5. Vroe, Horton, Russell, Fontaine, and C. Watching center. Thank you, Chase. Paul, you'll have leader on your back door. You know what to do. Please hold your line. Rosen and Caller going at it through the center section. Coming into the back jump section. Luke in the 4. Bordon, Horton, Vroe, and Russell. So there's 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Vroe looks to the inside on Horton down the front straightaway. Watching the center, Caller tries to force the issue, gets into Rosen. They both get wheel side down, but here comes Luke Hastings. Starting to gain up some real estate on that running. Watch it off the end of the drop down. Watch out behind you there, Jimmy. Caller now going to find his way into the 2. Rosen into the 3. Bourdon in the 5, Hastings in the 6, Rowe in the 7, C, Russell with 2:30 in, 5:30 to go. Watch in the center, watch in center, watch in center. Thank you, Chase. Good job. Leader out front is still going to be Jace Hastings through the back jump section. Coming up on Rowe, Luke, and Horton. You guys are in your own race. Jace, please don't force the issue. You have a pretty sizable lead on second. So just settle it in, make your passes clean. That'll be leader working there, Sean. Nicely done. And game on. Russell in, Luke down the front straightaway with Rowe in tow. 3 in, 5 to go. In that 2 spot is going to be Mike Caller. Rosen in the 3, Bourdon in the 4. So second, third, and fourth working through the back jump section. They go with Russell in the 6, Hastings in the 7, Rowe in the 8. Horton in the 8, Rowe in the 7. Right now, Jace Hastings coming up on Chris Rowe. Rosen gets it wrong. That's going to put Scott Borden up into the top. Phil Borden into the top 3. Nicely done. Again, don't force the issue, guys. You got a good lead almost up into second there, Chase. So just settle it in, make your passes, keep it rubber side down. 4 minutes in, halfway home. Borden, Rosen, and Hastings all going at it off the end of the straightaway. Your leader, Jace Hastings, down the front straightaway, coming up on C. Sean's going to pull it off. Caller in the 2. Caller right now working. That'll be leader work with there, James. Watching center, nicely done. So now Jace, open track for him. Coming by timing and scoring. That is Jace Hastings. Second, going to be Mike Caller coming by timing and scoring. Then in the third is going to be Phil Bourdon. Rowe in the 4. Bourdon puts it upside down. So third, fourth, fifth. Luke gets it wrong. Russell now going to pick up a spot. Jace down the front straightaway coming up on Dave Rosen. That'll be leader working there, Dave. So Jace Hastings leading out, coming into the center section of the track right now. In that 2 spot, going to be Caller working in the center section. Phil Borden in the 3. Chris Rowe in the 4. Brian Russell in the 5. So third, fourth, fifth off the end of the straightaway. With Rosen in the 6. C in the 7. With 5:15 in, 2:45 to go. Race number 10. Short course, A main event. You guys are up next. That'll be second. We'll be there, Mr. C. Please hold your line. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Thank you, Chase. So Jace Hastings leading out. Pick up Hastings. Right now, watching the slant triple. Watch slant triple. If Rowe gets it wrong in the slant triple, gets collected by Russell. That'll be a leader right in front of you there, Mr. Russell. Phil, you got leader behind you. Please hold your line. Caller coming by start-finish line right about now. With 6 in, 2 to go. That is leader working there, Phil. Nicely done. You're still sitting in third. But you got, Chris gets it wrong. Russell now going to find his way into the 4. That is second working there, Mike. Nicely done. With 6 minutes in, less than 2 drivers, less than 2. Running order is going to be Jace Hastings working his way. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Thank you, Chase. Watch bottom of the hill. Thank you, Mr. Carey. Jace Hastings down the front straightaway. Caller in the 2. Russell in the 3. Bourdon dropping it to the 4 now. Rosenfro, C. Fontaine and Hastings going to be your top 10. Luke Hastings and Russell going at it. Bourdon trying to go around the outside. Watch it in center, watch it in center, watch it in the center. That's your battle going on between Bourdon, Russell, and Rosen and Hastings. That's 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Rosen hooks up a pipe. Jace down the front straightaway, keeping it rubber side down. He's got 1 more minute here in that is second worker there, Dave and Chris. Please hold your line. Jace Hastings through the center section of the track. Mike Caller in the 2. Brian Russell in the 3 now. Phil Borden in the 4. Chris Rowe in the 5. Rosen in the 6. James C in the 7. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Thank you, Chase. Watch the top of the hill. Watch the top of the hill with under 30 to go. Drivers, under 30 to go. It is Hastings leading out. Caller in the 2. Rosen and Borden going at it for 5 and 6. With under 20 to go. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Russell sitting in the top 3. Chase Hastings through the center section. Coming into the back jump section, single double. James Ed is leader right in front of you. You know what to do with less than 10, less than 5. Everybody's going to be done when you cross our finish line because that is time in your 8 minute 21.5 A main. Fontaine, you are done. Everyone else will be done when you cross our finish line. Russell into 3, you are done. Battle going on for those final spots. Vro, Rosen, Borden, Caller, Hastings, C, and Hastings. That is a race. All stop. Marshals grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Jace Hastings taking the win. Mike Caller in the 2. Brian Russell in the 3. Vro in the 4. Rosen in the 5. Borden, C, Fontaine, and Hastings. Race number 10, short course / stadium truck. You guys are up next. I need all my drivers from race number 9 out on the track. The corner marshal, please. Marshals
Benji
to your
Tolbert.
spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. All right, once again, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. All right, we got to go, we got to go, we got to go. Let's get it up, let's get it on. Short course, A-main event. And stadium truck in there for good measure. Roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Scott Banta. Justin Clark. Chris Rowan.
Mr.
David
Hastings,
Francis.
they're
Taylor
coming at
Giroux.
you.
Brandon Boise. Brooks Canfield. Zane Rowan. Derek Tracy.
It's going to be Kyle Ash on the pole. Brooks Canfield on the 2. Chris Vro on the 3. Scott Manta. Mr. Hastings, I need some help here, please. Thank you very much. I know.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Watch in the center, guys. Watch in the center. Watch in the center. Watch in the center. All right. With that being said, no more laps. No more laps. No more laps. We got our trucks lined up. Ash on the pole. Canfield
45
on
seconds
the 2.
to the start of the race.
Vro on the 3. Banta on the 4. Justin Clark on the 5. Benji Tolbert on the 6. Taylor Giroux on the 7. David Franson on the 8. Derek Tracy on the 9. Brandon Foisey on the 10.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Zane Giroux on the 11. All right.
15 seconds to
Short
the start
course
of the race.
stadium truck. A main event. You guys got bumpers. You got full fenders. I don't expect them to be used.
Less than 5.
You guys need to have some fun. You guys have 7 minutes. If you guys make it entertaining, I've always been known to add on time. Because I think you guys are going to be in for a handful. So let's keep it clean, drivers, at the sound of the tone. Let's do a restart, gentlemen. Line the cars back up. All right, let's try this one more time. At the sound of the tone. Settle it in, settle it in, settle it in. Nice. That's what I'm liking to see. You guys took some hits. Watch it in the center, watch it in the center, watch it in the center. It is Marshall in the center, please. Watch back jump section. Oh boy. Keep it clean, kids. Leading out is going to be Kyle Ash. Canfield in the 2. Rowe in the 3. Banta in the 4. Franson. Tolbert. Clark now moving up into the top 4. Here comes Tracy now, sticking his nose up in the mix. That's what I like to see. He gets it wrong bottom of the hill. Watch bottom of the hill, watch bottom of the hill. It is clear. Race number 10 on deck. Race number 11. 17.5 block timing, a main event. Pointed straight there, Scott. Good job. Back out up front, it is going to be Kyle Ash on top. Brooks Canfield in the 2. Chris Rowe in the 3. Banta in the 4. Putting it sideways. Clark in the 4. Tolbert. Giroux, watch the back jump section, watch the back jump section, watch the back jump section. It is clear. Nicely done, guys. Work together. Beautiful. And game on. Nicely done, guys. Way to recognize. Red recognize. Watch in the center triple. Watch center triple. It is clear. Good job, Derek. It is Kyle Ash leading out. Off the end of the straightaway he goes. In the 2 is Brooks Canfield. In the 3 will be Chris Rowe. Banta in the 4. Now Clark going to be in the 4. Fontaine trying to show us his best splits. That was pretty ugly. Watch it in center, guys. 2 minutes in, 5 to go. It is, looks like somebody going dead. Watch it in center. It is clear. Off the end of the straightaway. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Leader on deck is still going to be Kyle Ash, working his way into the center section. Canfield in that 2. Rowe in the 3. Rowe working his way through the back jump section. Watch it in center. Taylor Giroux going to find his way up into the 4. Clark in the 5. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Nicely done, James. Thank you very much. It is Kyle Ash leading out through the back jump section. He goes. Brooks Canfield working in the slant triple. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Marshall in the center. Watch the back jump. It is clear. Benji, you got 5th working with you. You know what to do. Nicely done. Good, sir. Race number 11, 17.5 lock timing, a main event. Coming up at you next. Race 11, 17.5 lock A. Coming up at you next. Got a broken truck in the center. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Kyle Ash leading out. Down the front straightaway he goes. In that 2 spot going to be Brooks Canfield working through the center section. Chris Rowe with the all white with the orange windows in the top 3. Justin Clark and Giroux going at it for 4 and 5. Giroux down the front straightaway in the top 4. Puts it sideways. Watch it in center, and you are good. Thank you, Mr. Hastings. Appreciate that. And good. Go, Brooks. Thank you very much. 4 minutes in, 3 to go. Whoa! Noonan on Phil. That was kind of tight. 4 minutes in, 3 to go. Watch coming up front straightaway. Watch in center, watch in center, watch in center. Woo! Hastings with the afterburners. Saw smoke coming off his shoes. Under 3 minutes to go. Drivers Kyle Ash leading out. Ash working his way off the end of the straightaway. Canfield working his way in the center section. Chris Rowe in the 3. Pick up Rowe down the front straightaway. He goes. Coming up on Clark. That'll be 3rd with you. Taylor Giroux in that 3 spot, or 4 spot, excuse me. Justin Clark in the 5. So that'll be your closest battle right there between Giroux and Clark. Coming into the back jump section, that is 4th and 5th working there, Mr. Franson. Whoa, Taylor Giroux shaving a haircut on that one. That was kind of tight. With 5 minutes in, 2 to go. 5 minutes in, 2 to go. Rowe puts it upside down in the bowl turn. 5 trucks working in the same stretch of real estate. Keep it clean, boys and girls. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. It is a Malachi fest coming down the front straightaway. They go. Kyle Ash on top. Brooks Canfield in that 2. Chris Rowe in the 3. Banta now trying to put his nose up into the top 4. Giroux in the 5. Clark in the 6. So Banta keeping his nose clean, finds his way into the 3 spot, working his way into the center section. Meanwhile, Kyle Ash with a lap on the field. Canfield in the 2, Vro in the 3. Banta, Giroux, Clark, Foisey, Vro, Tracy. We rounding out my top 9. Watch it in center, watch it in center. It is clear. Race number 11, 17.5 lock timing A main event. Coming up at you next. 17.5 lock A coming at you next. Thank you, Paul. Watch it in center, watch it in center. Clear. With under a minute to go, drivers, under a minute to go. It is Ash on top. Canfield in the 2 spot. Canfield off the end of the straightaway. In the 3 is Vro working in the center section in front of Banta and Giroux. So that'll be your final battle on track for 4th and 5th. Banta and Giroux coming down the front straightaway with under 30 to go. Banta and Giroux going at it. Vro in the middle with a lap up. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center, watch it in center, watch it in center. With less than 15. Brooks, Canfield in the 2, Vro in the 3, Giroux and Banta going at it with less than 5. Starting to wind this one down, less than 3. 2 and 1, and that is going to be time. You guys will all be done when you cross our finish line. Foisey and Tracy, you guys are done. Got you at the line. Vro, you're done. Giroux and Vro, you are done. Banta, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Ash and Canfield, you are done, and that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Marshals, Mr. Hastings, grab the blower. Start blowing off the area, please. Thank you, guys. Race number 10 in the books. That was your short course A main event. I need all you guys back on the track to corner marshal. All you guys back on the track to corner marshal. Don't think I'll be looking for any volunteers.
Bob Goodwill.
I got Giroux and Banta going back to back, but I had 11 drivers. So marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots, please. Why do I have short course / stadium truck drivers back in the pits? Brandon's marshaling for you. Okay. That's what I need. That's what I needed to know. All right, roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Mr. M. James Maxwell.
17.5 lock timing,
Josiah Pease.
A
James
main
McDonald.
event.
Scott Banta.
Logan
Brooks
Meyer
Canfield.
on the pole.
Taylor Giroux.
Mr. M on the 2. Canfield on
1
the
minute to
3.
the start of the race.
Josiah Pease on the 4. Jace Hastings on the 5. James McDonald on the 6. Bob Goodwill on the 7. Taylor Giroux on the 8. James Maxwell on the 9.
Logan Meyer. Jace
and
Hastings.
Scott Banta finding his way into that A main
45
event.
seconds to the start of the
Watch
race.
the top of the hill, kids. Watch the top of the hill. Watch it coming on front straightaway. Watch it coming on front straightaway. And with that being said, no more laps. No more laps. No more laps.
30 seconds
Bob,
to the
you
start
can
of the
finish
race.
out your lap is needed. 17.5 lock timing. A main event. 8 minutes of silliness
15 seconds to the start of the race.
coming at you. You guys know the routine. Let's keep it clean.
Less than 5.
At the sound of the tone. Restart. Line them back up. Sound of the tone. And Meyer hooks up a pipe early on and collects. Let's do a restart, gentlemen. When 3/4 of the field is stuck on a pipe on an 8-minute main, all right. This is your third try and your only try. Sound of the tone. Meyer leading out. M in the 2. Hastings in the 3. Gets away on M. Hooks up a pipe. So Meyer going to take off. Hastings, Canfield, Pease, Goodwill, McDonald, M, Maxwell, Giroux. Watch it off in the straightaway. Watch it off in the straightaway. Watch it off in the straightaway. Thank you, Mr. Bro. Appreciate that. The Micro Meyer going to be leading out. Jace Hastings in the 2. Canfield in the 3. Pease in the 4. Watch top of the hill, guys. Watch top of the hill. Watch come out front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. It is clear. Back out in front is going to be Logan Meyer. Jace Hastings in that 2 spot. Brooks Canfield in the 3. Race number 12. Two-wheel drive expert stock. A main event. You guys are up next. Two-wheel expert stock. You are up next. Watch in the back jump section. Watch back jump section. It is clear. Back out in front, the all blue of Logan Meyer. Through the back jump section he goes. Up the hill, down the hill. Jace Hastings in the 2. Canfield in the 3. Pease in the 4. McDonald in the 5. Old McDonald finding his way up into the top 5. Goodwill in the 6. M in the 7. M going to drop it down. Maxwell now in the 7. M into the 8. Giroux and Banta going to be rounding out my top 10. 130 in, 6:30 to go. Battle going on between M and Maxwell. M gets it wrong into no man's land. Maxwell going to live to die another day. Logan Meyer leading out. Through the back jump section he goes. Up the hill, going down the hill. Watch the bottom of the hill. Watch the bottom of the hill. Nicely done, Benji. Thank you, Mr. Banta. Second and third off the end of straightaway. It is Hastings and Bam. Oh, Hastings picks up a pipe. Brooks nowhere to go. Now the second and third coming up on you next, Scott. You know what to do. Leader right now up the hill, going down the hill. He's going to be coming up on Taylor. You'll have Leader coming up on you. And then you got Goodwill, M, and Maxwell in your own battle. Guys, keep it clean. Watch coming on front straightaway. Watch coming on front straightaway. It is clear. Nicely done. Good job, M. Logan Meyer leading out. Through the back jump section he goes. Then you got Jace Hastings in the 2. Canfield in the 3. Watch coming on front straightaway. Nicely done, Mr. Banta. Pease in the 4. McDonald in the 5. Goodwill in the 6. Maxwell getting it wrong in the 7. No harm on that. Maxwell, you got Leader knocking on your back door. Hold your line. Hastings and Canfield going at it. M, you got second in front of you, third behind you. Good job, and resume. Nicely done. Watch at the top of the hill. Watch the top of the hill. Thank you, Benji. Good job. It's Meyer. Hastings, watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. It is clear. Meyer leading out. Meyer right now working through the center section, coming up on Goodwill. You'll have Leader coming up on you. Taylor and Maxwell, you got second and third working with you. Please hold your guys' lines. You guys are in your own battle as needed. Jace Hastings off the end of the straightaway. Canfield off the straightaway. Meanwhile, Logan Meyer through the back jump section. He puts it upside down. Here comes nobody. Here comes Hastings and Canfield. Bob, you got Leader in front of you, second and third behind you. Watch off the end of the straightaway. Canfield gets it wrong. Nice check up, Mr. Maxwell. Thank you very much. Race number 12, two-wheel drive expert coming up at you next. Running order with 4 in, 4 to go. Watch by timing and scoring. Watch coming in front straightaway. It is clear. Canfield getting it wrong. It is Logan Meyer leading out. Jace Hastings in the 2. Brooks Canfield in the 3. Pease in the 4. McDonald in the 5. Goodwill, Giroux, Maxwell, M, and Banta going to be my top 10. Pick up your leader, working his way in the center section of the track. Nobody around him in sight. Jace Hastings about a straightaway and a half back. There's Meyer through the back jump section. Hastings through the back jump section. Canfield through the back jump section. Josiah Pease working through the back jump section. That'll be 4th working you there, Taylor. You know what to do. Thank you very much. With 440 in. 320 to go. Bob, you got 3rd working with you. Watch it in the center, guys. Watch it in center, watch it in center. Logan Meyer leading out. That'll be leader over there. Thank you very much, Scott. Jace in the 3 spot. Canfield Jace in the 2. Canfield in the 3. Pease in the 4. That'll be 3rd down the front straightaway. 4th coming down the front straightaway. Sitting in the top 5 is going to be the green wheel machine of McDonald. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Oh, Meyer gets it wrong on the back jump section. That's going to move Jace Hastings into the lead spot. Scott, you got leader and 2nd working with you. Please hold your line. Jace Hastings going to be leading out. Meyer going to drop it to the 2. Brooks in the 3. Watch it out front, Mr. Poisey. Thank you very much. Pease in the 4. That'll be 4th working with you there, M and Maxwell. Watch the back jump section. It is clear. Back out up front, it is going to be Jace Hastings through the slant side triple. He gets it wrong. Meyer goes around the outside. So Meyer back out up on top, coming up the hill, down the hill. Hastings up the hill, down the hill. 6 minutes in, 2 to go. Pease in the 4. Watch the back jump section, watch the back jump section. McDonald in the 5. Maxwell in the 6. That'll be 5th in front of you there, Bob. Please hold your line. Watch it in the center, watch it in center, watch it in center, watch it in center. Nicely done, guys. Back out up front is still going to be Logan Meyer. Watch it coming in through the center, watch it coming through the center. Watch coming through the center. Thank you very much, Taylor. You got 2nd working with you. Jace puts it upside down. Here comes Canfield. So that's going to be your battle for 2nd and 3rd. Down the front straightaway with 7 minutes in, 1 to go. Hastings and Canfield off the end of the straightaway. In the 4 spot is going to be Pease, still sitting in the 4. McDonald in the 5. Goodwill now up into the 6. McDonald gets it wrong. That'll be McDonald. You got 2nd and 3rd coming up on you next. You know what to do. No harm, no foul. Jace Hastings in the 2. Canfield in the 3. They're coming up on Giroux. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. It is clear. Meanwhile, Logan Meyer off the end of the straightaway. Thank you, Bob. Canfield gets it wrong in the back jump section. That's going to get Jace a pretty good lead into the 2 spot. Canfield's still going to be in 3. Pease going to be in the 4 down the front straightaway with 30 seconds left to go. Drivers, 30 seconds left to go. McDonald in the 5. Goodwill in the 6. M in the 7. Giroux in the 8. Maxwell and Banta rounding out your top 10. Logan Meyer coming into the center triple section. That'll be leader working with there, Mr. Pease. Thank you very much. With under 15 to go. Drivers, under 15 to go. Race number 12. Two-wheel drive expert stock. You are up next. With less than 10. Less than 10. Less than 5. And that is Keep It Clean Kids. Nicely done time. You will be done when you cross our finish line. Maxwell, you are done. Meyer taking the win. You are done. Banta, you are done. Watch the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. Everybody else, keep them running to the line. Hastings, you're done. McDonald, you're done. Goodwill, you're done. Waiting on Canfield, M, and Giroux. That is a race. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Taking the win, Logan Meyer. Jace Hastings in the 2. Canfield in the 3. Pease in the 4. McDonald in the 5. Goodwill in the 6. M, Giroux, Maxwell, Banta rounding out your top 10. Drivers from race number 11, I need you guys back on the track to corner marshal for two-wheel drive expert stock. A main event. Drivers from race number 11, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 11, back on the track. Shouldn't be looking for any volunteers. Should have all my marshal spots covered. Mr. Franson, let's replace that battery. Marshals to your spots, please.
Floppy mop.
I don't care. That's cool. Okay, we won't replace the battery. Roll them out, check them in. Marshall to your
Willie
spots,
Smith.
please.
Brett Crone. Jacob Layton. Dave Zorn. Kyle Ash. Beander Dunlap. Niels Clenchett.
Qualifying
Dylan
order
Dodge.
will be
Brooks Canfield.
Kyle Ash on the pole, Caden C on the 2. Willie Smith on the 3, Brad Crone on the 4, Brooks Canfield on the 5, Brian Day on the 6, Jacob Layton on the 7, Nils Clenshaw on the 9. And with that being said, no more laps, no more laps. Get our cars lined up. Watch it in center, watch it in center, watch it in center.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Break them on warm up, kids.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's go get our cars lined up.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
You guys are experts. I don't need to tell you. It should be a given. Nils to the 8, Dodge to the 9, Zorn to the 10.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got a good check out of everybody. 8 minutes. Y'all know the routine. Sound of the tone. Leading out is going to be Kyle Ash. Willie Smith into the 2. Canfield into the 3. C, Crone, and Day. C looking to the inside on Crone. Off the inner straightaway, makes the pass, sticks it and wins it. Top 3 through the center section. C in the 4, Crone in the 5, Day in the 6. Clenshaw in the 7. Watch front straightaway, watch front straightaway. It is clear. Willie pushes it wide. Canfield to the inside, picking up the top 2. Meanwhile, Kyle Ash off and running. Canfield in the 2. Smith in the 3, C in the 4. Crone, Day, Clenshaw, Zorn, Layton. Watch at the bottom of the hill, watch the bottom of the hill. It is clear. Nicely done, work together. Nice, nice, nice. Leader on deck is going to be Kyle Ash, working his way bottom of the hill. Willie Smith now finding his way into the 2. C in the 3. Canfield in the 4. Fast car on deck, going to be Caden C. 16-7 out of the floppy mop. 16-8 now out of Kyle Ash. That'll be second, third, working with you there, Dylan. Nicely done. Leader, second and third. Oh, Caden comes up short. Canfield back into the top 3 now. C going to drop it to the 4 with a minute 30 in, 6:30 to go. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It's going to be watch in the center, watch in center, watch in center, watch in center. One there for you there, Josiah. Nicely done. Kyle Ash leading out. Ash gets into a back marker. Long 8-minute main. Something looks weird with Ash's car. No, he gets it going back again. Looks like he's got no steering to the right. Oh, rough bit of luck for Ash. Gonna break out early on, so that's gonna move the deal. Looking for the full flush. Into the lead spot. C upside down. Here comes Canfield now into the top 2. C with the speed. Remember, guys, this is an 8-minute main event. Not quite sure if that was, on your radar or not. Thank you, Nils. Canfield into the 2, C into the 3. Good job, Nils. Leader on deck is going to be Willie Smith leading out. Watch back jump section. Canfield in the 2, C in the 3. Crone, Day, Zorn, Layton, Clenshaw. Going to be my top 8. With 3 minutes in, 5 to go. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Willie Smith leading out. Through the center jump section he goes. Smith puts it upside down. Canfield gets into it with Day. And C now going to find his way into the top 2. Off the gas when you're being Marshall, please. 3:30 in, 4:30 to go. Willie Smith leading out. Willie giving it all he's got. Down the front straightaway. Caden C in the 2, about a straightaway back. Canfield in the 3. Zorn in the 4. Crone, Leighton, Day. Willie Smith through the back jump section he goes. Caden C, back jump section. Watch it in the center. Canfield through the back jump section. Zorn, Crone, Leighton, Day, all going at it. Watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. Watch front straightaway. Maxwell moving pretty spry for a guy that age. 4 minutes in, halfway home. You're watching two-wheel drive expert stock. A main event on Heads Up Happiness. 8 minutes of wackadoo-ness. Willie Smith leading out. Caden C in the 2. Pick up Smith. He's coming up on Crone. Through the slant triple. Watch center, watch center, watch center, watch center. It is clear. That'll be Litter working there. Willie getting it wrong in the back jump. C gets it wrong in the back jump section. With 4:45 in, 3:15 to go. It is Willie Smith leading out. Caden C in the 2. Canfield in the 3. Crone in the 4. Zorn in the 5. Day in the 6. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Thank you, Josiah. With less than 3 minutes, watch it out front. Watch it out front. Thank you, Josiah. Back up front, it is Willie Smith leading out. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Logan. Thank you very much. Willie Smith leading out off the end of the straightaway. That'll be leader working with you there. Brad, please hold your line. Caden C off the end of the straightaway. Willie gets it wrong on the center double. Here comes Caden. Caden now going to find his way up on top. So you got a battle going on between leader and second. Up the hill, going down the hill. Dave, you got leader and second coming upon you next. Yeah, I know what to do. Canfield in the 3, Crone in the 4. Where's Crone? Working through the center. Caden C leading out. Willie in the 2. Willie hooks up a pipe. Marshes himself out. That'll be leader working with you there, Dylan. Thank you very much. With 6 in, 2 to go. Canfield puts it upside down. In that 4 spot is going to be Crone working through the slant side triple. Ooh, Caden C leading out. Back jump section, he comes up a bit short. Willie not able to capitalize. Caden about a straightaway on the deal with 1:45 to go. Canfield in that 3 spot. Crone in the 4. Zorn and Day, 5 and 6. Leighton in the 7. Clenshaw in the 8. Dodge in the 9. Caden C down that front straightaway coming up on Leighton. Off the end of the straightaway. They go. That'll be third working there, Dylan. Thank you very much. With 1:15 to go. Drivers, 1:15 to go. Race number 13, two-wheel drive, modified. Coming up back, Jets. Watch straightaway, watch straightaway, watch straightaway, watch straightaway. Watch straightaway. Straightaway's clear. With 7 minutes in, 1 more to go. It is Caden C leading out. Willie Smith in the 2. Willie gets it wrong in the center. With under a minute to go, race number 13, two-wheel drive, modified, coming up at you next. It is Caden C leading out. Willie Smith in the 2. Watch it in center, watch it in center, watch it in center. Canfield in the 3, Zorn, Crone, Day, Leighton, Clenshaw, Dodge, going to be my top 9 with under 30 to go. Under 30 to go. Caden and Willie working through the center section. They've got under 20. Willie and Caden get into it, coming into the back jump section. With under 15. Racing it down the line. Let's keep it clean. Caden and Willie off the end of the straightaway. Coming down in. Smith to the inside. With less than 5, it's going to be a race of the line. They both short the triple. Oh, time has expired on the master clock. Everybody's going to be done when you cross the line. Day, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Willie, Caden, Zorn waiting on Canfield. And that is a race. Marshals, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 12, two-wheel mod, coming up at you next.
All right, if I can get drivers from that last
Transponder
race back to the track to the corner
75977994.
marshal.
Transponder 88489192. Transponder 8960308.
Again, if I can have drivers from that last race back to the track to corner marshal, please. All right. Marshal spots are covered. Thank you, drivers. Go ahead and roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in.
Transponder 7224273. Orange. I hate Paul. Rudy Gonzalez. Toy Schultz Jr. Scott Spear. Zippy.
All right, lineup for this one will be Bialowas on the 1, Leffler 2, Lake 3, Spear 4, Schultz 5, Sanchez 6, Gonzalez 7, and Boyd on the 8. Invert? Okay, fine. Chase on the 1. We're going to invert it because LT said. So I'm going to put Chase on the 1,
Just
Rudy
Bialowas.
Gonzalez on the 2. Well, that's what we're doing. That would be inverted.
1 minute to the start of the race.
No. No. Are we going to invert it or no? No invert. All right. I tried.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Marshals ready. Drivers ready. We're going modified two-wheel drive racing on the sound of the tone.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
I don't have the, oh, I do have the flag. All right. Going racing on the sound of the tone. A little bit better of a start there. So it is going to be Bialowas leading us out here. Leffler going to be in that 2. And it'll be all Leffler turning it early after the triple. That's going to send him to the 5. So it is Bialowas out front, and it's going to be Spear to the 2. Chase Boyd from the 8 to the 3. Oh, and Chase gets it wrong in the center double. That's going to drop him back to the 6 now. So Spear in the 2. Then Lake, Leffler, Schultz, Boyd, Sanchez, and Gonzalez. Your leader down the straightaway. All orange, white wheels. Spear going to be in that 2. Lake in the 3. Oh, and that was Lake getting it wrong there after the rollers. So it's going to be Leffler up to the 3. Lake down to the 4. There's Lake in the 4. Boyd in the 5. Battle for the 3 down the straightaway. Leffler, Lake, and Boyd. Schultz right there. Hanging on to Chase's back bumper. Fast lap's going to be Bialowas, a 16.3. Top 3 evenly spread out, about 2.5 seconds between each of them. Then Leffler, Lake, and Boyd separated by less than a second there. Lake getting it wrong in the back quad. Has to get marshaled out. That's going to send him to the 6. Oh, and Spear gets it wrong in the center. So Leffler now up to the 2 spot. Boyd right behind him in the 3. Battle for the 2 down the straightaway. Both associated B7 through the center double and triple. Boyd looking for a way around Leffler here. Leffler keeping it tight. Spear in that 4. Schultz now Lake in the 5. Schultz in this. Oh, Leffler gets it wrong there in the center. So that's going to allow both Boyd and Spear by. So it's going to put Leffler now in the 4. Lake in the 5. So now Lake looking for the 4 spot on Leffler. Your leader through the center double. All orange, white wheels, associated B7, center triple. 4 by Alois. Second spot going to be Chase Boyd. He's 5.8. Off the back bumper, he's through the center triple. Then it is Leffler in the 3. Then Spear and Lake, both Spear and Lake having to get marshaled there in the center triple. So Leffler in that 3, Spear 4, Lake 5. Then it is Schultz, Sanchez, and Gonzalez. Still by Alois here out front, down the straightaway. 16.6 that last lap for him there. Boyd a 16.3, that's fast lap of the race there for Boyd on that last lap. So Boyd trying to mount a charge here. Just over halfway, 4 down, 3 to go now, 4 down, 3 to go. Now 15.9 out of Boyd, so Chase knocking about a half a second off a lap here. Down to 4.8 seconds lead, 4 by Alois. Leffler going to be in that 3, Lake up to the 4, Spear in the 5. Now by Alois turning up the heat a little bit, 16.0. New fast lap for him. That last lap there, back up to about a 5.5 second lead over Boyd. Boyd about an 8 second lead over Leffler. Leffler 2.5 on Lake. Lake 2.5 on Spear. .530 in and 2:30 to go here. Again, still by Alois out front. Down the straightaway for Justin. Boyd in that 2. New fast lap for him, 15.8 that last lap there. So again, Chase trying to chip away here. It's down to 3.5. Oh, and by Alois gets it wrong there. Trying to make his way through traffic in the back section. Oh, and Boyd clips a lapper there. So it was Boyd right on the back bumper of by Alois there after the mistake from Justin. And then a mistake from Chase. Puts Justin back to about a 2 second lead here with 1:45 to go. Leffler still in that 3, Lake in the 4, Spear 5, Schultz, Sanchez, and Gonzalez. Clear track for your leader. Boyd will have, I believe that is Lake in the center. You got 1 car in between your leaders here. With 1:10 to go. Now Sanchez in between your leaders here with a minute to go. Lead for Bialis is about 2 seconds. Oh, and Boyd gets real lucky there, marshals himself. Looking at 3 more laps here. This one and 3 more, this one and 3 more for your leaders. Still about a 2-second lead. Chase doing everything he can here at the end, trying to reel him in. Your leader through the center, triple. Now into the back quad, going triple single, gets real lucky there. And white flag lap here for your leader. And that is time. When you cross the line, you will be done. Bialis taking the win in this one. Chase Boyd going to be in the 2. Jimmy left in the 3. Lake 4, Spear 5, Schultz, Sanchez, and Gonzalez. That is a race drivers all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers, please. And drivers from that last race, get back to the track to corner marshal. Race number 14, 17.5 lock timing 4-wheel drive buggy, a main event. You guys are up next. Again, if I can have drivers from that last race back to the track to corner marshal, I may need 1 volunteer. I may need 1 volunteer for Richard.
Bob Goodwill.
All right, 2 of my drivers. Need you guys back out on the track, please. 2 of my drivers back out on the track. To your corner marshaling spots, please. All right, let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check
Dave Zorn,
them
Chris
in.
Rowan, Zane Rowan, James Maxwell,
It's gonna be Dave
Heath
Zorn on the
Himmelman,
pole. Chase
Rudy
Hastings
Gonzalez.
on the 2. Rudy Gonzalez on the 3. Goodwill on the 4. Bayette on the 5. Rowe on the 6. Himmelman on the 7. Maxwell on the 8. Bennett on the 9.
Brandon
Vroe
Bennett.
on the 10.
1 minute to the start of the race.
With that being said,
Chase Hastings.
I'm looking for 2 volunteer marshals. 2 volunteer marshals, please. 2 volunteer marshals. With that being said, no more laps. Marshals to your spots, please. 2 volunteer
45 seconds to the start of the
marshals,
race.
please.
Nick Byett,
Looking for 2 volunteer marshals, please. Again, we got everything up and running. Appreciate all the volunteer marshals. That's why we're able to give you guys 8-minute
30
mains
seconds to the
today.
start of the race.
So I hope you guys are appreciative of that. Again, when I'm calling for some volunteers, please hop on out there and help me out. Let's get our cars lined up, please.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, 8-minute main for 4-wheel drive lock timing.
Less than 5.
Drivers ready, marshals ready. Y'all know the routine, going at the sound of the tone. And we're off and running with your 4-wheel drive lock timing A main. Good, clean start. That's what I like to see. Let's play nicely, guys. Long 8-minute main. Your pole sitter going to be leading us out, Dave Zorn. Hastings in the 2. Gonzalez in the 3. Goodwill in the 4. Bayette in the 5. Maxwell, Vroe, Himmelman, Bennett, and Vroe. Watching the center. It is clear. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Sincerely hope you guys had a fun time. If you like what we're doing, come on back out, support us. We enjoy you. Ouch. Come on out. Don't forget, we got a track build going on next weekend. So looking for some good happiness, come on out, help us build a track. Leader on track is going to be Dave Zorn. Chase Hastings in the 2. Rudy Gonzalez in the 3. Bayette in the 4. Watching center. Hastings now finds his way around. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. It's Zorn leading out. Hastings into the 2 now. Final race of the night, 4-wheel drive expert going to be coming up at 10X. Oh, watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Then it got spun around, collected Zorn. Nowhere for Zorn to go on that one. Rudy Gonzalez now going to find himself up on top. Maxwell in the 2, Bayette in the 3, Goodwill in the 4. Rudy Gonzalez down that front straightaway he goes. Leading out in that 2 spot. Jace Hastings. Goodwill in the 3, Maxwell in the 4. Thank you, James. .230 in, 5:30 to go. Hastings now finding his way around Gonzalez. Down the front straightaway, first, second, and third. Hastings, Gonzalez, and Goodwill with Maxwell in tow. Off the end of the straightaway, we're going to be coming up on Himmelman and Vro. You'll have leader, second, and third coming up on you soon enough. Please hold your line. 3 in, 5 to go. Jace Hastings leading out off the end of the straightaway up the small hill. He hooks up a pipe. The world's quickest marshal right there to get him. At least he didn't lose the sunglasses this time. So now watch it off the end straightaway. Watch off the end straightaway, guys. Watch off the end straightaway. Watch off the end straightaway. It is clear. So it's going to be Goodwill now up on top. Maxwell into the 2. Goodwill gets it wrong. Maxwell takes it into the top spot. So Maxwell, Goodwill, Gonzalez, Hastings, down the front straightaway they go. That'll be 3rd and 4th in front of you, Zane. Keith, you'll have 3rd and 4th behind you. Hastings gets it wrong in the center, collects Gonzalez, and then no harm, no foul. Maxwell leading out through the back jump section. Watch on front straightaway. Goodwill leading out. Maxwell in the 2 now. Settle it in, Zane. Thank you very much. Watch it off the end straightaway. Marshall off the end straightaway. Thank you, Sean. .430 in, 3:30 to go. It is Bob Goodwill leading out. Through the back jump section he goes. Maxwell in that 2 spot. Gonzalez with the all blue in the 3. Coming up on Bennett and Himmelman. You guys are, Bennett and Vro. Nicely done, guys. Goodwill through the front section. Watch out, Chase, watch out. That'll be leader working with you there, Jace. Please hold your line. Goodwill leading out. Maxwell in that 2 spot. Rudy Gonzalez in the 3. Bayette in the 4. Jace Hastings in the watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Thank you, James. With 5 minutes in, less than 3 to go, drivers, less than 3 to go. You're watching race number 14, race number 15. 4-wheel drive expert. You guys are coming up next. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Watch it in center. Goodwill and Maxwell still going in through the back jump section. Zane, you got leader in second coming up on you next. Please hold your line. Goodwill off the end of the straightaway. Coming up on Zane. That'll be leader working with you in the center. Maxwell coming up on Bayette. Thank you very much. Six in, 2 to go. 6 in, 2 to go. It is Goodwill, Maxwell, Gonzalez, Hastings, Bayette. In the 5 row, Himmelman, Bennett, and Vro. Rounding out my top 9. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. It is clear. Thank you, Justin. Pick up Bob, working through the center. Rudy, you got leader coming up on you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brandon. Watch it in the center. Goodwill leading out. Down the front straightaway he goes. Maxwell gets it wrong in the back jump section. Goodwill gets it upside down. Oh, that was Rowe gets it upside down. Thank you, Mike. Rudy Gonzalez in the 3 spot. Jace Hastings in the 4. Bayette in the 5. Watch it in the center, guys. Watch it in the center. Watch it in the center. Watch it out front, guys. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. It is clear. Thank you, Mike. Bob Goodwill leading out. Maxwell still going to be in that 2. Jace Hastings in the 3. Rudy Gonzalez in the 4. Gonzalez and Bayette going at it for 4 and 5. There's Rudy in the 4. Bayette in the 5 through the back jump section. Where's Jace? He's working through the center section. Goodwill through the center section. Maxwell off the end of the straightaway. With 45 seconds to go, drivers, 45 seconds left to go. Starting to finish this one out. Race number 15. Watch it on the front straightaway. Watch it on the front straightaway. Race number 15. Four-wheel drive expert coming up at you next. Goodwill on top. Maxwell in the 2. Hastings in the 3. Watch it in center. Thank you, Mike. Watch out behind you. Watch the slant side triple. It is clear with under 20 drivers, under 20. Goodwill bopping to the beat in his head through the slant side triple. In that 2 spot is going to be Maxwell. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. That is the leader working with you, Jace. Please hold your line. And that is going to be time. Everyone will be done when you cross our finish line. Himmelman, Maxwell, Vroh, you are done. Gonzalez, you are done. Hastings, you are done. Bayette, you are done. Goodwill, you're done. Bennett, you're done. And Vroh, you are done. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Drivers from race number 14. I need you all back out on the track. Quarter marshal, please. Drivers from race number 14, I need you guys on the track, please. Drivers from 14, I need you guys on the track, please.
Bob Goodwill.
All right, marshals to your spots. All right, let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in.
Jeremy Sanders.
Zach Noya on the pole. Logan Meyer on the 2.
Logan Meyer.
Layton on the 3. Bob Goodwill on the 4.
Zach Noya.
Jeremy Sanders on the 5.
1 minute to the start of the
We
race.
are warming up, guys.
Jacob Layton.
So final race of the night. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out today. Sincerely hope you guys had a fun time with our different race
45 seconds to the
schedule.
start of the race.
Layton, last one by start finish line. With that, no more laps. No more laps. We're going to get our cars lined up.
.30 seconds to the start of the race.
Line up the cars, please.
.15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. You guys are going at the sound of the tone. Final race of the night, four-wheel drive expert off and kicking. Meyer going to be leading us out. Layton in the 2. Noy in the 3. Sanders and Goodwill. Top 5 early on. 6 minutes of frivolity. Meyer trying to, Noya trying to find a way around Layton. Leader on deck is going to be the Micro Meyer. Logan Meyer leading out. Layton in the 2. Noya in the 3. Goodwill going to be in the top 4. Sanders in the 5. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming on out. I don't get a chance to say bye-bye. Meyer puts it upside down. Layton knocking on the back door. Watch it in center, watch it in center. It is clear. Thank you, Jace. Appreciate that. Meyer, Layton, and Noya. First, second, third down that front straightaway. They go. Goodwill in the 4. Noya looking to the inside on Meyer. Meyer hooks up a pipe on the slant side triple. That's going to put Jacob Layton into the top spot. Noya in tow. Meyer going to be dropping it to the top 3. 1:15 in, 4:45 to go. You're watching race number 15, final race of the night. 3-car dance working through the center section. Layton, Noya, and Meyer down the front straightaway. Layton pushes it sideways. Noya gets on the binders. And then he gets it wrong at the top of the hill. That's going to move the birthday boy out in front. Noya leading out. Marshall out front, please, Jace. Thank you very much. And Meyer comes up a bit short in the back triple. So Zach Noya going to be leading out. Logan Meyer in the 2. Jacob Layton in the 3. Watch off the end of the hill. Thank you, Dave. Zach Noya leading out down the front straightaway. Now Bob Goodwill setting his sights on Jacob Layton. Wants a shot at the top 3 podium. Noya hooks it upside down. No harm, no foul. Still going to maintain that top 2. Layton in the 2. Layton in the 3. Meyer going to be in the 2. Logan Meyer leading out. Noya in the 2. Goodwill now moving into the 3. Layton into the 4. Logan Meyer off the end of the straightaway through the rollers. Going up the small hill, down the hill, coming into the center double. Zach Noya in tow, giving chase. Through the back jump section, up the hill, down the hill, one more time around with 3 and 3 to go. Marshall in the center, please. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Zane. Layton hooks up a pipe. Goodwill around the outside. That's going to be your battle for 3rd and 4th going up the hill and down the hill. And here comes Meyer leading out. Noya going to be in the 2. Watch off the top of the hill. Meyer comes in too hot. Marshall behind you. Logan Meyer still leading out. Noya going to be in the 2. Late in the 3. Bob Goodwill going to be in the top 4. Meyer working down the front straightaway with 3:45 in, 2:15 to go. Watch top of the hill. It is clear. Layton to the center section. That'll be leader working there, Jeremy. You know what to do. Meyer on top. Noya in the 2. Gap going to be 4.8 last time by. This time by. It's going to be a little bit closer than that. It's going to be 3.5. So Noya stringing the laps together. Sets his sights on the Micro Meyer. Through the back jump section. Marshall out front, please. It is clear. Thank you, Rudy. With 4:30 in, 1:30 to go. Layton in the 3, Bob Goodwill in the 4. Watch top of the hill, watch top of the hill. Watch back jump section, it is clear. Race number 15, final race of the night. Again, huge thanks to everyone coming out. Again, huge thanks to the volunteer marshals. Greatly appreciate it. Hopefully you guys had a fun time with the different race format today. If you liked it, cool. Marshall out front, please. If you didn't like it, well, we'll probably be going back to IFMAR qualifying here soon enough with the new layout. Final race on this layout will be Wednesday night with Jimmy Leff on the microphone. I'm sure he's got some interesting stuff planned. So, final race on this layout on Wednesday with under 45 to go. Drivers under 45 to go. Logan Meyer leading out. Noya in the 2, Layton in the 3, Goodwill in the 4. Starting to finish it out for the day. Needless to say, track will be closed at the conclusion of tonight's race program with under 25 to go. Drivers under 25 to go. Meyer on top, off the end of the straightaway. Noya in the 2. Leighton in the 3, watching in the center, watching center, watching center. Marshall in the center, please. One there for you, Rudy. It is clear with time winding down, and that is going to be time. Everyone will be done. When you cross our finish line, Bob, chop you at the line. Leighton, you're done. Noya, you're done. Sanders, you're done. Waiting on Meyer, taking the win in your 13.5 Expert A main event. That is a race. Again, thanks so much for coming on out. You guys are done. No more laps.